I happened to look in a restaurant, and who's sitting there but Lance himself, and I was like, oh, that's cool. And I was like, maybe I should go over and tell him I really like the show, but then I thought, maybe not, I said, no, I'll make it quick. So I go up to the table, and it was like a booth, and Lance was sitting on the left, and then when I get up there, I see, not only was it Lance Burton, David Copperfield is sitting here, David Blaine is sitting there, and then you had Penn and Teller. So I was like, I'm gonna make this quick. Hey guys, I don't wanna interrupt, my name's Glenn, I'm a magician from Chicago. And Lance, I just wanted to let you know, I caught your show and it was great, And he said, thanks for coming. He said, would you like an autograph? And I said, that'd be fantastic. So I pull out a deck of cards, he reaches in his tux, he comes out with a Sharpie. It doesn't matter whether you're a magician wearing tux or jeans, you typically have a Sharpie on you, right? So he signs his card, it says, best wishes, Lance Burton, Master Magician. And I said, Lance, I've always been curious about the Master Magician designation. What's the difference between a really good magician and a Master Magician? And he said, well, actually a lot of things. He said, for one thing, a Master Magician can do tricks that a really good magician would have no idea how you'd actually do the effect, He said, plus they'll presentationally always add in something like some element of comedy, And then David Copperfield says, and he'll build in drama and suspense. And David Blaine says, yeah. And Penn says, and a master magician could do all these things without even saying a word. And Teller, he was just not. I said, okay, I think I got it. And then Lance says, and then you have to actually perform a trick that's put together by other master magicians, and you have to complete the trick successfully. He said, you're in Vegas now, why don't you give it a try? And I said, all right, what do you have in mind, And he said, well, I'm thinking this. He said, I think you should take the card that I autographed, you should ribbon spread the cards, flip them over, and while they're in motion, dive in with your other hand and come up with the card that I autographed. And I was thinking, I might be able to do this, And then he says, and don't forget to build in some element of comedy. Copperfield says, don't forget the drama and suspense. And Blaine goes, yeah. Penn says, and do it all without saying a word. And Teller, he was still not. So I thought to myself, this is crazy, but I'm going to give this a try. I might be able to do this, but God, if I could use a little help, So here's what happened. So take Lance's card, okay, put it somewhere in the center of the pack, and I had to square it in, and then I had to ribbon spread the cards, right, and then it happened. Yes, I got it. Lance Burton, Master Magician. There were high fives all around. These guys were great, and I have to tell you, when I went back to my room at the end of the night, they were. I was like going through the day's events, and now it dawned on me, now that I'm a master magician too. Really the only difference between Lance Burton with me and me is he's really good looking, and he's got about 15, 20, 30 million more dollars that I don't have, But other than that, we both put our pants on one leg at a time, and that's a small consolation if you think about it. Thank you so much, that's my thing. Hey!